Today, I'm going to teach you a high-level pro concept that you can implement in your games when you are queuing with your friends or in a team environment that is going to give you a higher probability and chance of winning the game and winning each individual round. But before we get into that, I have a message from the sponsor of today's video. SkinSwap is the sponsor of today's video. They are also kind enough to sponsor you with a free bonus by clicking on the link in the description. SkinSwap is the ultimate place for Counter-Strike 2 and Rust skins with a massive trading inventory in a top-tier marketplace offering the most competitive rates out there. The best part is that you can earn an insane 40% deposit bonus when you use the link in the description. Combine that with the top-of-the-line selling feature, including multiple different cash-out methods, and their trading feature, which takes under a minute, and there is absolutely no reason to not sign up with the link in the description. All right, shout out to SkinSwap, they're an amazing sponsor. Let's talk about this pro concept that we can do in our games, specifically on CT side to give us a higher success rate. And we can actually win more games and rank up as a queue, as a team. And if you can get your random players to do this even better, that's great. And that's the concept of when we're down in a man situation. So say it's a 3v5, we have 3 players alive, the other team has 5 players alive, and we're on CT side. We're going to use Anubis as an example. One thing that you guys can do to cement a higher probability of winning a round that is slipping out of your hands is to stack a site as 3 people. Now, at first you might be like, well, isn't this bad because you're just giving a 50-50 chance? Say we stack A site as 3 people. And yes, this can be, in theory bad because you're giving yourself only a 50% chance that they're going to come to your site. And especially as you get higher and higher through the levels and higher ranks, that percentage goes down because people are going to scout people into each site, try to find out where you are. But at the end of the day, CT site is all about managing economy and managing the risk that comes with that, right? So the reason we're stacking 3 people on a site in this situation is because us stacking these 3 people on a site, we're saying, hey, if you go on B site where we're not at, we're just going to end up saving and we'll bring these guns in the next round and we can have another full buy. A lot of you guys, what you want to do instead is instead of 3-man stacking a site, we just play 1 guy A, 1 guy mid, and then 1 guy B. And that is very bad in a 3v5 because what's going to happen is you're relying on 1 player on each site to get 2 or 3 kills to even give yourself a chance to win the round, right? This guy literally has to get 3 frags for it to be a 2v2 situation. That is very bad. Like the chances of that happening are lower than 5%. You're not giving yourself a really solid chance to win the round. And instead, if you 3-man stack B site in the situation here, then we have 3 guys sitting here in a crossfire setup so that if they do happen to go into B, now we have 3 defenders here. And since we're defending the site, a 3v5 scenario or a 3v4, whatever it is when they're running in here, is very favorable for us when we have these crossfire set up and we're giving ourselves a solid chance to win the round. This is what separates a lot of low-level players and teams from the high-level teams, is this mid-round and late-round setups, right? And it doesn't just have to be the bomb sites, guys. You can take this a step further. You don't have to play passive setups. You could say, all right, it's a 3v5 situation. We've lost our players. Guys, everyone on B group up towards mid here. Everyone on A group up towards mid. And let's walk through mid as 3, right? So then you do a little play where you walk through mid and get information. And then maybe you start splitting up the flank around because you have advantageous positioning and you can outplay your opponents that way. But whatever you're doing, never, ever play 1-1-1-1 in a man disadvantage situation when the round's slipping out of your grasp and the other team has so much space. It's very easy to fall into. It's, when there's no plan in the round, when there's nothing happening, it's very easy to just slide into these setups. But if you're wondering why it's so easy for teams to beat you on your CT side setups, it's because of this. It's because as soon as you're losing somebody, you're just allowing these, you're allowing the other team to take 2v1 fights, 3v1 fights. In worst case, 4v1 and 5v1 fights that are just never going to work out for you. And then you sit there and wonder why you're losing CT side and you can't play this game and you don't know what's going on. It's because you're not properly flowing around the map as a team. And I get it. In matchmaking and pugs, this concept is going to be very hard to do. But even if you have a duo queue, or especially if you have trio queue or more, man, you can apply these concepts and you're going to start playing more like a professional player. You're going to start playing more like the people you see playing on these big tournaments and big games, right? And at the end of the day, the only thing that separates you from them is the amount of work and time that they put into this game. That could be you. You just need to understand concepts like this and practice it over and over and over. But the encouraging thing is that, that's literally all that's separating you from them is that time, those thousands of hours of understanding these skills, and you'll get there. So make sure you guys check out my channel for more tips and tricks so that you can slowly start to build these mechanics and understand these concepts that are going to take you to the next level. The first step is getting that knowledge, and then that second step is applying it and actually doing it. So you definitely, check out all the videos on my channel. You don't want to miss out on any of them. And we're going to keep recording videos every single day into 2023. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day. Peace out.